like that. That was the ball game. And I think, you got to give them credit. But then after you do that, most of our turnovers were what I call unforced turnovers. It wasn't, overplaying pressure and, they call it the press calls us turnover. It was just us not being good passers, not being good receivers. It was just a lot of unforced turnovers.
What was that play at around 24 seconds? I think it ended up with a turnover with 7 seconds. What was
the one where Otto stepped out?
Yeah.
We were trying to just run a side-on ball with Jason and with Henry. Wanted to come off of it. And we had Hollis in the other corner in case they came to help, but they switched defenses on us. So you just had to play at that point. Otto had the ball right there and just made a play, stepped out of bounds.
Hollis couldn't miss in the first half and takes one shot in the second half. Is that a product of their defense, or guys just not able to get involved?
Probably a little bit of both. I mean, they definitely, we ran a couple of sets to try to get us some shots. They definitely were a lot more attentive to them and denying and face guarding them in the second half, and so that was a large part of it.
Do you sense something? Is there a trend with the turnover? I mean, I feel like the unforced turnovers have happened frequently.
It's something we have to take care of.
Where does it come from? Is it just guys kind of lost their mojo a little bit, or?
I don't know if that's anything to do with mojo. We just have to start to hone in and to focus a little bit more.
Cincinnati is a bit of a tough out for you guys. That they've got you guys a few times lately. Is there something about their style of physical nature of what they do that's caused problems?
I don't think so. I mean, if you look at it, I think we out-rebound them. I don't think physical nature. I mean, I think, we were just as physical, not the more physical team today. We just turned the ball. We just turned the ball. No, I think that was, and I don't mean to negate anything that they did. I don't mean to in any way, shape, or form say that they didn't play a good game, they didn't execute. But we shot ourselves in the foot.
You guys did a pretty good job on Yancey, but it seemed like you didn't have an answer for Kilpatrick. Did you expect me? Have you ever seen him go off for that many points? Okay, so.
I mean, I don't know whether I've seen him go off with this many points, but we've seen him play like that.
Yeah.
Between him and Dixon, they're two very good offensive players. And then, with all that they were doing, I think Yancey had some key. His baskets were key. He showed up when they needed him. So you got to give all the credit for that.
Was there anything you could have done differently on Sean?
I can sit here now and go over a million things we could have done differently, and after I watch the tape tonight, I might have 1,000,001.
Did you expect him to feed Gates more throughout the game, not just late? Did you expect him to go to him more often coming into the game?
I'm not sure. I think that how they've been playing, they've had success with. And I think that if you look at the game since he's been back in, he's done a very good job of fitting into the role, and allowing them to keep doing what they're doing, him just playing off of that. And so that just shows what a good player he is, because in as much as he probably didn't get as many, this is answering your question, touches as one may have thought. When he needed them, he got it.
Their coach said that he was happy that they were going to play so quickly after the loss. Were you happy with the opportunity to get back on the court quickly, or do you prefer your normal stretch where you have a few days off?
I don't think it matters. I mean, I'm not happy, sad. I mean, the nature of our conference play, it's not a set rhythm. Some conferences, you're going to have 4 days off and then play a game and 3 days off. And with the nature of our schedule, with the nature of television, we're used to not being able to fall into a rhythm as ever. So I don't think that was happy, sad. I don't think that's a factor.
Nate's production tonight was more than it had been in recent times. Just talk about his play inside.
No, I thought Nate was good. I thought Nate was very good today. So it's good to see. It's good to see. But I think that at the end of the day, you go through when you're having a bad stretch, and he's had a bad stretch. You start to think and you start to analyze, and I just think today he came out played hard from the very beginning. And his hustle plays, turned most of the times he made a lot of hustle plays today, and it turned out positive for us more often than not.
I don't think anybody expecting you to win every game in the Big East. Tries you might to try to win all of them, but
We expect it to win.
Well, yeah, I was going to say you want to, but it doesn't happen very often in this conference. But having lost back to back, is that sort of knock you on your heels a little bit? To say, hey, we got it.
Well, Well, I mean, I think that that's human nature. I mean, it's not, you don't lose 2 in a row, and I don't think some people can, and just walk out the door and don't think about it. I mean, you know, so you gotta sit back, you gotta analyze. I think, but at the same time, I think we know what makes us good, and we know the mistakes that we made the last 2 games, which have caused us not to come out on the victorious end of the ledger. So, you know, you don't just walk out here floating all to hell with it, you know, but you gotta go back and do some introspection from top to bottom. But at the same time, I think this group knows why we've been good, and this team knows when we haven't been good and why. And so you gotta look at that, you gotta fix that, you gotta not just correct those things, but keep moving forward, keep getting better.
Questions for the players?
Hollis, can you talk about you were 4 for 4 from 3 going into halftime? What happened can you explain not only attempting 1 shot in the second half?
I mean, not really. Like, I got the open shots in the first half. They fell in the second half. They guarded me differently. We had a lot of turnovers. Things just didn't happen the way we would like them to. So.
Jason,
Also,
talk
looked like
about,
you injured your ankle or something early in the second half. Did that impact how you played out there?
No, I'm all right.
Jason, talk about those hustle plays defensively. Came back and eliminated a couple fast breaks.
Once again, probably off turnovers. Just know that we gotta get back and no easy baskets.
As a captain, what do you tell the young guys who've never experienced a 2-game losing streak, might not have played as well as they wanted to today? What's your role in getting them ready to play for St. John's?
You can't fall in the rhythm of losing. You can't start pointing fingers. You gotta, like Coach said, we know what makes us good. We gotta get back to those things and just keep continuing to get better.
Jason, what made Sean Kilpatrick so tough?
He can beat you with the 3 and he can beat you off the dribble. He's just one of those players that he knows how to score the basketball.
Jason, what do you think? Is there a common thread with the unforced turnovers in your mind?
No, I don't think so. That's something we got to work on. That's something we when we're good with the ball, we're a great team. But when stuff happens like tonight, we don't look so good.
Jason, in that Marquette game, it was basically you and Henry and Hollis who were getting all the shots down the stretch, and then tonight, in the last minute, a couple times it ended up in Otto's hands. Not that he couldn't make the shot, but it wasn't with the veteran players. Is that just what they were doing? Do you guys need to be more aggressive going for the ball?
No, that's how our offense is. We have confidence in whoever has the ball in their hands. So we don't particularly try to get to somebody at some point. We run our offense and try to get open shots.
Nate, can you just talk about coming out tonight and the hustle plays? Do you feel like you kind of bounced back tonight, even if the team didn't get the results?
Yeah, I guess it was nice to come out and feel like my old self again. But the way I am, I really only care about winning, and we didn't do enough to win the game tonight. So, if I had a better game than I've been playing and came on the wrong day, I guess.
What was working for you and Otto during that middle portion of the second half? It seemed like you guys were combining quite well.
Yeah, I mean, they kept changing defenses on us, kind of like they did the last play of the game.